Hi guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and today, as I mentioned last week, is another Backlist Love video. So if you missed the first Backlist Love, basically I took a look at some urban fantasy-ish book series that have been on my shelves for a while that I haven't read yet and wanted to know your opinions on. And then I said I was going to follow it up with some similar books that have been out for a while that I have read and recommend to you. So that is this video. I'm going to talk about three sort of urban fantasy-esque series that I really enjoyed today. All of them will be listed and linked in the info below, and if you want to know about those other series that I talked about, I will also link that video as well. I'm going to get straight into it, and you're going to have to forgive me a little bit because though I do own these books, two of the three are currently on my bottom far shelf in the back and I can't get to them. So normally I would show you the books, but I'm only going to be able to show you one, which is the first one. And it's not technically the first in the series, I just went with the easiest one for me to grab on my shelves, but it is from the Mercy Thompson series by Patricia Briggs. The first one is called... Wait a minute. God, I haven't read these in so long. Moon Called. Bone Cross is the fourth, jeez. The first book is called Moon Called. This is, I don't even know, maybe like the 10th book. I really wish that they would number. Wouldn't it be nice if they would number on the side what number in a series a book is? I don't know, maybe it's like the 8th or 9th. I don't know. Regardless, I haven't actually read this one yet. I have one other one on my shelves that I haven't read yet, and I think there's one that has come out since then. I'm definitely behind in this series, but as I haven't read the spin-off series, though I do want to, but all the rest I have read, and it is absolutely one of my favorites. I think Mercy is fantastic. I think the sort of werewolf and were-coyote and other creatures that are set up in this world are, if not groundbreaking, are really well done, are really solid, and you know, you can see them, you can relate to them. I think in a lot of ways it might be kind of typical of urban fantasy-ish books that are out there, partly because I think maybe a lot of them have followed its mold. Regardless, it has Patricia Briggs writing, and she's just so good. She's so good. Very much need to get back into the series. I very much need to pick up the spin-off. Basically, long live Mercedes Thompson. What, buddy? You can't have a cameo in every video. You just can't do it. You just can't. You're very handsome, though. I understand why you want to be on camera. Trying to make it famous. Yeah, not today, though. Really. Really. The next series on the list is the only YA in this entire video duology, and it is for the Morganville Vampires series. For quite some time there, for whatever reason, this would be the series that I would read around Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christmas. It is not Christmassy in any way, but it was just, I tend to crave things like this in winter. I don't know why. And I also tend to crave things that will be fast-paced and keep me engaged when I'm so busy otherwise, you know, with all the holiday stuff. And this is a series that is so flippin' addictive that you can't not just chow through them. I own many of the books all in bind-ups of like 3 books, and every time I would read all 3 books back to back and then normally end up picking up the next in the bind-up. I am quite a bit behind in this series because they come out very, very fast. It might be done by this point, I'm not entirely sure. If it's not, I shudder to know how many books I am behind, but I've read probably the first 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, I don't even know, but they're over the top, they're cheesy, they're fun, they're romantic, they're tense, they're pretty much everything that you would want out of urban fantasy or a series like this, and they are just so damn readable. And the last series I want to talk about is the shortest, and it is done, though it does have offshoots, and that is the Fever series. One of the most addictive book series I've ever read in my life. I think that it has some things that will really bother some people. I think there are things that happen that might be triggering, might be irritating, might be tropes that you're just over, but goddamn if it is not the most addictive bit of reading. Lightning paced and has a really solid world that you can see, like it feels cinematic. It has smart-ass fun characters. It has the most alpha of the alpha males, so if that's your thing, you're gonna eat it up. They irritate me, but I also kind of like them, you know? Like, in real life, get that shit out of here. But in a book, if it's done right, I can like it. And Barons, it's done right. I have reread these books. I do intend to read them again, which isn't something you always say about series like this. They can kind of be like the type of thing that you tear through and then toss. Not literally. Don't throw out your books, at least like donate them or something, you know. There's just no getting around that there is something after you kind of get into it, because the first part I think some people find a little boring. It might take a little while to get there with the main character, but once you get in there, man, you can't not. And it's cliffhangers, like she knows how to string you along. So there you have it. Those are some sort of urban fantasy-esque books series that I recommend that have been out for a while, that will probably keep you flipping pages and will give you somewhere to go when you're done. Like, you can keep picking it up and kind of tearing through if that's your thing. Hey, this is so unnecessary. Why would you do this? I'm trying to climb through the tripod. Why are even cats? As I mentioned, all of the books mentioned... As I said, all the books that I talked about will be listed in the info below, so you can click through, find out more about them, and pick them up if they sound like something you would like. I'm also going to link that other video that I talked about so you can see some others that are on my shelves and give me your thoughts if you have read them. If you have any favorite urban fantasy or similar books and book series that you love, let me know about them in the comments. You don't have to tell me about the Anita Blake series, because I know, and I gave up on it long ago. But otherwise, I am looking forward to talking with you in the comments about all things related, as well as any backlist titles that you might want to share with the class, even if they're not urban fantasy. But that is all for now. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and happy reading!
I really do wish that you'd stop messing up the camera, though. I really do wish it.
Oh my god, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Yeah, you're a good boy.
I know it.